Hi everyone. So I'm gonna be making a kind of weird video today because I have this trick and I swear by it. And if you've seen my videos, you know that most of the stuff that I do is pretty serious. Health is something that's really important to me. But I do want to share something today that might kind of surprise people. That is something that I find really works for me, and so I want to share it with you. It's about this. If you've ever been to the grocery store down the ramen aisle, hopefully you're not going through a super broke time and haven't been there recently. Even just for like stocking up or, preparing for storms, like whatever you've got going on, like this is a good thing to have. And so, but they have all kinds of different flavors, like miso hot and spicy, ramen hot and spicy, like just, random, all these different hot and spicy variations. And so that's my trick. During flu season, or if you work with people, if you're working with sick people, whatever you're doing, that you could be susceptible to getting sick, what I always say is to keep one of these at work with you. And if you help a customer that seems like they're a little sick, if you come in contact with a coworker, or if you feel like your immune system is compromised, there's a couple things that you can do. So one thing I do is keep these little packets with me. I will tag it below anyway, but they're called EBoost, and they're these pink lemonade, like vitamin packets, and I always keep those with me. So I take one of those if I feel like I came into contact with anything iffy. And then I also, for lunch, I will eat one of these hot and spicy soups. And so I don't make it like a big event. Sometimes I'll even just break off like half the noodles and throw them away so I don't feel like I'm eating an entire noodle festival for lunch or something. Someone else must like these too because they're always sold out. So what you want to do is just eat one of these for lunch. And what I find is that it can actually kick something if you feel like you're getting something a little early. And I feel like it's good as a preventative. It's got a lot of sodium in it. And so even though it's not sodium in the way our bodies need sodium, and I'll talk about that in another video and how important it is that we're getting the correct sodium and that we're getting sodiums that are not depleted of minerals. The benefit of this type of sodium is that it's very drying. And so even though it has no nutritional value, you're going to be drying your sinuses and your mucous membranes. That's really going to help. Even if you've already gotten into something, it's going to help your body fight it off faster. It's going to give it less places to live if you start drying that up. And if you have your little drink packets, if you have this on call, you will make it through Christmas, I swear. I don't know if you've ever used those sinus rinse things, but not the cold ones. It has to be the hot one, which is annoying because you have to use distilled water. You have to just so it's not contaminated, you have to use distilled water. You have to sanitize it when you get it. I mean, it's drama, but it's worth it and you want to keep one around. I like to keep the one I'm using, and then I like to just keep one so that I have a new one for if I ever get something. When you go to the doctor and they're like, okay, we'll do a saltwater gargle, and that's one of the things that's helping you the most, just know that you're going to want to, start doing those sinus rinses. Apparently that's something everyone hasn't heard of or doesn't use, and so I totally recommend that for staying well, or even if you just have some allergens or you're sneezing, get in on the sinus rinse bandwagon. And I'll share anything below for links to the energy packets. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.